Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. As you can tell, I'm guessing you can probably tell by skin complexion, I look quite red. Liverpool have done a madness. Not only have they steamrolled Man City, but they've gone and steamrolled my skin as well. As simple as that. It's all good, don't worry, things are fine, but it's a very red day. It's been a very red day here. It hit 32 degrees here in Dubai today, and fantastic sunshine. It's all going to disappear. It's only for one day, so I took advantage of it. And so did Liverpool. So we're gonna talk about Liverpool. We're gonna talk about Liverpool, Manchester City. It's finished a resounding 3-0 to Liverpool. Absolutely impeccable. Overall, with the display, the way they played. 2-0, not 3-0. They scored the third and they got disallowed. But overall, the performance outstanding, had complete control. We'll get into that. I want to say something on Chelsea first, right? I want to say something. Because at the end of this game, Liverpool, Man City, for the last 5 minutes, Liverpool fans was singing a song that we know very well. And when I heard it, I was like, man. It brought back all sorts of memories. You want to know what that song is? We're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league. And now you're gonna believe us. And now you're gonna believe us. And now you're gonna believe us. We're gonna win the league. Again, we're gonna win the league. That exactly 10 years to the day, we were singing it after match day 27. Match day 27. And these guys already know they've got it in the bag. It's done. Liverpool are Premier League champions. Good luck to you, lads. Well done. Congratulations. Simple as that. We sang the same thing. We were first from day 1 until day 38. And by about 27, we knew it was in the pocket. And Liverpool know it's in the pocket. Now, Liverpool are on their way to winning a Premier League title. Meanwhile, I want to talk about this very quick before I dive into the analysis on the game, because this is relevant. This matters. Yeah, Liverpool are on their way to win Premier League titles. And meanwhile, at my club, at Chelsea, this is the brief that we're getting. I know there's PR and then there's taking the mick. Yeah, there's PR to make things look good and pretend for the public eye. And then there's taking the mick. This, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Not only did we get that there is a feeling that the club can charge up the league and claim Champions League qualification once injuries return, mostly at the start of April after the international break. Not only has Reece James organised a team bonding event last week amid a bad run of form, the squad had an informal meal out. However, Chelsea have since lost to Aston Villa, so clearly it didn't work. But this takes the cake. This. Senior sources at Liverpool, Arsenal, and other clubs believe that Chelsea's model is going to work and fear Chelsea's ambition. I want to apologise to the world of football and to Liverpool specifically, yeah? Because I read that and I think I want to dig myself into the ground. See where we are right now? I want to dig myself into that and hide. Ben Jacobs said that. Senior sources at Liverpool, Arsenal and other clubs believe that Chelsea's model is going to work and they fear Chelsea's ambition. Liverpool, this same Liverpool that have steamrolled the entire league, are looking at us right now and they're fearful of our model. Football, I apologise. I apologise on behalf of Chelsea supporters that the PR running through our club is insulting all of our intelligence and including yours. I'm sorry. We didn't ask for this. No. You think Liverpool, after today, Liverpool are looking at Chelsea and going, oh, we're scared of them. See that model? Whew. And that's why I'm going to stop talking about Chelsea here, because the rest of this isn't relevant. It's just there's no point. There's no point. I'll be wasting my time. At this point, I'll be wasting my time. So we're going to dive into Liverpool versus Manchester City. Or to say it correctly, because we got to give the credit where it's due to Liverpool here. They were away from home. It's Manchester City versus Liverpool. And it finished 2-0 to Liverpool. And I want to macro-analyze this. I don't want to get too deep into the detail because there's no need. There's no need. Liverpool were flawless from the first minute until the last. Man City were full of flaws from the first minute until the last. But there's one overarching question to ask all of you. And I feel like this is appropriate because I feel like there's a shift. And I want to ask your opinion and let me know in the comments what you think. I feel there's a shift. And this shift is what Pep Guardiola has had work for him for the good part of a decade, right? And the systems that he has played, the combinations that he has played with the players that he has had at his disposal, and the way that he gets them to interact with each other, I think that's been figured out and I think that's done. Pep ball, as we know it, that's an important thing. I want to stress that. Pep ball, as we know it, is done in my eyes. And why have I come to that conclusion? Because it's not just based on tonight. Despite the January signings that, as I can tell, they're good signings. They're good signings, man. And they've had individual impact at good moments, right? Not enough, but collectively the team is not enough right now. But when you look, I don't really see too many faults down to the individual. There's some, which I want to stress, I think is related to age and legs going. KDB is an example. He can't keep up. That's just the truth. And that's off the back of a massive and long injury that he had. And we know that's definitely going to impact. Doesn't help that he's old. Right? KDB should be the player that you bring in for 15 minutes that can get you across the line. And in fact, Man City were relying on him today. It just wasn't happening. You could see he was getting outpaced at many games, at many parts during that game. Not necessarily just off the ball, but even on the ball. He was getting intercepted, ball taken off him. He wasn't quick enough. He wasn't quick to react. And that seemed to be the story across. But that's KDB and that's a couple of the older lads there. Overall, when you look at players like Doku, you know, their wings specifically, you can see that there's energy and there's a vibrance and there's intensity there. But tactically, every pass gets intercepted. Every lane gets blocked. Every player gets pressurized. Everything gets shut down way too quickly and way too easily. I don't believe that's down to an individual. That's down to the collective system. Whatever has been asked of these players to do, they can't execute. They can't do it. Because Liverpool were on them like a bunch of bloodhounds. Every time they smelt the possibility of getting the ball, they got it. And City were just slow to react, not quick enough when they were on the ball. In contrast, when you look at Liverpool, so direct, super direct. The chemistry is at an all-time high. I mean, I'm seeing some of these combinations. These players are combining with each other without even looking. You know, it's quite flawless. Quite flawless. Man City just could not keep up. They just couldn't. So this is where I look to Pep Guardiola. Because every single thing that he's turned to, and every single player he's turned to, it's the same outcome. And he doesn't have an answer. Doesn't have an answer. And it's not just to this game alone. It's all the other results as well. They found themselves in situations this year where they've not had an answer for the opposition. It's not even a case of they've played badly. City just look like they've got enough energy. They've definitely got enough talent. They've got enough experience. They've got it there. But things just break down. You know? Their build-up looks fine. And as soon as they get into the opponent's half, it fizzles. It just fizzles. And it seems like every opponent they come up against, except Chelsea. It hurts to say that. Just have an answer. They're all well positioned. They all know when to move. They all know when to retract. They all know everything has become almost predictable. Liverpool were a big example of that. Liverpool were nicking the ball off of Man City effortlessly. And the whole concept of going through the build-up, especially with Pep and inverted fullbacks, and just like we've seen many teams try to replicate, including mine, Liverpool didn't have to do any of that. Liverpool were literally like, look, be patient, but when that ball is nicked off them, we put enough pressure on them, we take the ball, kill. Just kill. Get the ball from A to B and kill. Done. That's it. And they were able to move the ball so flawlessly, efficiently, from A to B with class. Everyone knows exactly where they're positioned. I mean, some of the passes and some of the balls that were being sent, whether it was across, whether it was on the ground, through. I mean, some of the players that were getting picked out was just like, how has he seen that? That's what Premier League champions do. And Man City just could not keep up. So this is why I go back to the point of Pep ball as we know it. Because Pep hasn't got an answer now. With the players that he's got now, with what's available, with the teams that he's playing against and the systems he's coming up against, Pep doesn't have an answer. He needs a rebuild. He needs to go through the same process now that Alex Ferguson went through. I don't want to say Arsene Wenger. Alex Ferguson was pretty much the only one to have done it brilliantly, where he transitioned from one winning team that came to its end into another winning team where no one really clocked what was going on. It was just, no one recognized the transition. It was just, oh, hang on. Have all the players just changed? After about 2-3 seasons, you realize, hang on, the team switched. But United are just still up there and they're winning. Man City have dropped. But they're not in a catastrophic position. For that, by their standards, you could say they are. But Pep now needs to refresh, tweak, innovate. He needs to come up with a new system. According to the players that he's got, he's going to be making more signings in the summer. That's without a question. He's made signings in January. He needs to now see what is going to work. And it's not going to be the same way and brand of football that has worked for him for the last decade. It's not going to be, right? And this is where, and I look at my club now, I look at Chelsea, I look at anyone that's got a Pep disciple that's looking to play in the same way as him, and I'm thinking, yeah, you got to do the same. This way of football now looks bright for a certain period, and then once it's figured out, you get decapitated. Now it seems to be that many teams are looking to play direct. They're looking to get the ball from A to B as quickly and as efficiently as possible. That's it, right? It's not so much about being so solid in defense. It's not so much about having 85% possession. It's about you're on the ball. Every single second that you have on the ball needs to be used efficiently. It needs to be done with purpose, and it needs to be getting the ball from A to B as quickly and as unpredictably as possible. And that is how Liverpool are on their way to winning the league. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And to be honest, for me personally, I'm talking just myself here, that's my favourite way of playing football. Just A to B. quick and as brutal as possible, right? Obviously not leaving yourselves exposed, but having enough physicality, enough intensity to be able to be in your opponent's face all the time, winning the ball, showing them they're not getting through, but when you've got the ball, I want to kill them. That is it. And Liverpool just do that so well with the blend that they have, with the players that they have in Salah, for example. Even they've got such a good blend in defense, Van Dijk, etc. You know the Konate, you know the gist. Trent, a good example, but Trent's leaving. And then you look at the balance overall. Even players like Gakpo, are able to just slot in and play their role. And it's just a wonderful blend over, their midfield as well. Gravenberch, they've got so much balance, and so much intensity, and so much pace to their game. All their players blend with each other so flawlessly. Everyone knows almost telepathically where everyone is and how everyone's moving. It's just a very, very well-oiled machine. A very well-oiled machine. And I think a lot of that credit does go to Jurgen Klopp, of course. Klopp, Jurgen Klopp did win trophies. But Klopp walked so then Slot could run, is how it almost feels. And Slot has taken the baton and he's not changed too much. He's not tried to revolutionize the team. He's tweaked. He's taken what's worked and he's added to it. And that is what you're meant to do, man. That is what you're meant to do. And that's why I respect Slot for that. Because, again, I look at my club and we tried to flip everything upside down and change everything. And it's just United are on their track to doing the same thing. It's insane. It's insane. But Pep, I believe, needs to find a new system. And he's capable of doing that. It's Pep Guardiola. He doesn't just have one way, surely. It's Pep. But he has to do that and he has to start now. Has to. That way for next season, they might be ready, especially if they were to identify who will they need in order to fit said system. They can go and get them in the summer, blend them in, and then go again for the new season without too much of a transition. And that's how you'd want to move. You don't want to change everything, take everything out, bring new things in and just switch it up completely. No, but he does need to find a new way and a way that is going to be efficient for him next season if he were to stay at City. So we'll see. But City played off the park. Liverpool are going to be Premier League champions. Absolutely, 200% certainly. So Liverpool, I say it well in advance because we've seen this script before and we know what it's like. And your fans were singing it today and we've done it before. Liverpool are going to win the league and we do believe it. And good luck and congratulations because you deserve it. It's as simple as that. Liverpool are the only team this season that I can look at seriously. As in from day one until the end. Serious. Like they're setting a level. They're the only ones. They're the only ones. Not even Arsenal. Because Arsenal have fumbled at times where they shouldn't have fumbled. Liverpool have been the only ones setting a pace and sticking to it. So respect. Obviously, I'm not a Liverpool fan. I don't even like them, because Liverpool, Chelsea, we do have that rivalry. But I respect it. I respect the job and what they've done. And credit to them. So, where do City go from here? Let me know your thoughts down below in relation to what I've said on Pep. Where you see City going. What do they need to do? And where are they at the moment? I'd love to know your thoughts on everything that I've mentioned. And Liverpool. Are they Premier League champions? They are, aren't they? Let me know down below if you think they are. Or do you think somehow, it's not going to happen, but Arsenal are somehow going to try and... They're not, are they? I'm not even going to ask the question. It's pointless. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. And as for Chelsea, as long as these briefs are going to be coming out in this way, it's not even a brief now. And I said this ages ago. It's not like now we're not even being briefed. We're being lied to. This is a pure fabrication, isn't it? It's a lie, isn't it? Let's be real. If we're hearing things like this, I bother not even reporting on Chelsea. This is Younes Talks Football at the end of the day, isn't it? I'm going to talk about football in general. At least this way, I can live in peace. You know? I can live in peace. My viewers can live in peace. No one's going to have their brains explode. No one's going to get extra angry. No one's going to get blood pressure, heart problems. No, nothing. I mean, I'm good. I can keep going. But for the sake of the channel and for everyone watching, yeah, I'm actually thinking of you here. I think it's best we talk about football as a whole. Yeah? Because if not... if you don't laugh, you cry, right? So let me know your thoughts down below. Tomorrow is actually going to be the preview for Chelsea versus Southampton, right? We're gonna address it because on Tuesday we play Southampton at home, and we'll see what else is popping. So I'll catch all of you tomorrow. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. Subscribe, notification bell on, and I'll catch you soon. Look after yourselves. Take care and peace.